Hey everybody, welcome back. So today I want to test the difference in impact resistance between PETG and PCTG. They claim that PCTG is more impact resistant than PETG, and I want to find that out. And I apologize in advance if I constantly screw up the PCTG and the PETG thing. I have, for those of you who aren't familiar, this is my hammer drop rig. This is a 2-foot chunk of 1-inch PVC pipe. I have a 6.5-inch chunk of 1-inch steel bar. I have it nicely rounded on one end. It weighs 23 ounces. And what I'm going to do is I can put this up here and I can drop it. And then it smacks into whatever part I put down here. Now I have made some changes to this rig since the last time I've used it. I have drilled a hole every 3 inches up the pipe so that I can test different heights. I put my little screwdriver in there and then I can yank it out and it will test from different heights without me doing guesswork holding it up. For this test I have used Overture PETG and 3D Best PCTG. I have printed out these different pieces. These are just little cups. They are solid. There is no infill in them at all. They are 3 millimeters thick. I have printed these at the highest temperature the manufacturer recommends. You know, they normally give you a range of temperatures. I have printed them at the highest. That was 260 for the PCTG and 250 for the PETG. Other than, and the cooling fan was completely off for all the prints. Other than that, the G code is exactly the same. So what I'm planning on doing is putting, and I've printed 3 of each, and as you can see, there's not much difference between the two visually. There is a little bit of difference. If you know what to look for, you can tell. Oops, sorry, out of the camera. There isn't much visual difference between them. If you know what to look for, you can tell. But I wrote, I'm going to drop everything I pick up today, but I wrote on the side what they are so we could tell. So I'm going to get zoomed in, and then we're going to try this from different heights. I'm going to start, and on my lowest setting here, if I put a part in there to hold it, on my lowest setting, I am, where'd my tape go? Here we go. On my lowest setting, I'm going to be dropping right from 7 inches, a little over 7, about 7.5. And then it's 3 inches up from there. So let's see if we can tell the difference. Let's see if one really is more impact resistant than the other. Okay, just for the record, it is 109 degrees where I live. And the humidity, where is humidity here? The humidity is 14%. And as far as the temperature exactly in my garage is concerned, it's 109. So it's a little warm out here. Had to take the sweater off this morning. So let's start with PETG. And I'm going to put it in there and let's go to the first notch in my tester. What am I stuck on in there? Can't be stuck. That's not good. There it goes. Don't know what that was all about. Anyway, there we go. We're at 7 inches. Let's see what happens. Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what that did. Well, I think I'm seeing some. No, that's not. That's just, I thought I saw some cracks in it, but no, that was just some stringing underneath. It still looks fine. Well, let's go up to the next stop. This is going to be 10.5 inches. What am I catching on in there? I never used to do that. There we go. So this is going to be 10.5 inches. And other than some scuffing on the top, I see no damage from 10.5 inches. Maybe I should have started higher, huh? let's go to the next one up, which is going to be 10.5, which is going to be 13.5. And that doesn't seem to have done anything either. If I get all the way to the top and I can't break any of them, I'm going to have to laugh at myself. I don't know what I'm going to do then. Yeah, that didn't do anything. Okay, we'll just have to keep going until we bust them and see which one lasts longer. Whoops, that was kind of unfair of me, wasn't it? Okay, so now we're going to go up. That was 3. This is the 4th one. So that is what? 7.5, 10.5, 13.5, 16.5. 1, 2, 3. I got to admit, I'm not seeing any damage on that. So PETG is holding on pretty good. Let's go up to the next one. So that was 7.5, 10.5, 13.5, 16.5. This is 19.5, right? My knot's going to want to catch. Make sure I get my knot over at the top. There we go. Get that out of your way. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was a good hit. That was a good solid hit. Didn't do a thing. Okay. That takes me all the way up to, I forgot which one I was at now. 7.5, 10.5, 13.5, 16.5, 19.5. This is going to be 22.5, right? Whoops. We're going to go to this one. I was hoping I'd find some breakage by now, but I guess not. So I'm going to put my cord up there so the knot doesn't catch on it. And here we go. That was a good hit. And that didn't do a thing to it. Or did it? Seeing some markings over there. Honestly, I don't remember if they were there before or not. Did it crack it around here? I don't know. Seems solid still. All right. That's the last one up. Whatever that height is, you guys figure it out for me. That's the last one from the top. You can see we are up to here. And here we go. Whoa! Yeah, you know what? I think I cracked it on the previous one. I think I'm detecting a small amount of damage. What do you guys think? Let's try the exact same thing on one of the ones made out of PCTG. And just to be fair, I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to start it out in hole 1. Once I get a baseline, we'll go up, we'll start at the higher ones for this. So hole 1, nothing. Hole 2. Flipped it, but I don't think it damaged it. I don't see any damage. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. I think I'm seeing a crack right in the middle of that. You guys seeing a crack right in the middle of that? Right down, right across the middle, I think it cracked it. Okay, hole number 3. Here we go. Yep, that's broken. Without a doubt, that's broken. That's broken all the way across, all the way around the rim. Hope you're seeing that. All the way around the rim. We'll give it one more at the same height. It'll probably break it all the way through. Hole number 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, it didn't break it through. So, it's not broken completely through, but I would definitely call that failed. Let's give it on number 4 and let's just make sure we get it broken. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Still didn't knock it all the way through. Oh yeah, it did. Okay. Okay. Not only did it knock it all the way through, but it split it down the sides as well. All right, so let's try this test again. Let's start with hole number 4. Can you see that, or is my finger off the screen? We're going to start with hole number 4. And that is, hole number 4 is at 16.5 inches. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go to, this is PETG. Let's see if that was a fluke. Let's see whether PETG handles this. We'll just get back down there. Well, I'm not seeing any marks in that at all. There's not even a scuff on the top of that. Whoops, look around the rim. The other one seemed like it cracked around the rim first. I'm not seeing any marks on that at all. I'm going to set this one back there because we know we dropped it. Let's try the same height with PCTG. And that's going to be hole number 1, 2, 3, 4. Hole number 4. PCTG. Here we go. Oh yeah, cracked it. Look at that. Cracked it all the way around the rim. Look at that. All the way around the rim. Let's give them both another drop on 4. Let's start with this already cracked PCTG. 1, 2, 3, hole number 4. Let's see what happens. Didn't go through it, but you can see the cracking is even a little worse. Let's go to hole number 5 with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. All right. Here we go. Oh yeah, that failed it completely. Cracked all the way around. Look at that. All the way around the rim, and there's a big star pattern in the center. That hasn't failed, but that is one blow away from failing. So let's go back to that same PETG that already took the hammer drop from 4 inches, and let's give it one more from 4 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not 4 inches, but the 4th hole, sorry. Because that's what we did with the other one. And let's see what, damn, I tell you what, it has more of a bounce with the PETG. That's PETG, and I'm not seeing any damage. I'm not seeing any damage. So, let's go to hole number 5, because that's what we did with the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get that up high enough. And here we go. 5. Okay, 5 damaged it. I have a crack all the way around the rim. I don't know if you can, how well you can see it. I think you can see it there. I got a crack all the way around the rim. Let's give it one more at 5. This will be one more blow than the PCTG took. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. 1, 2, 3, that's right. Here we go. Survived it. Survived it and did not star across the top. That's one more blow at hole 5 than the PCTG took. Let's go back to that same PCTG that starred, and let's see what it does with another drop from hole number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Yeah, there's a hole in it now. Okay, so in my left hand is PCTG, and in my right hand is PETG, 1 drop from 4 and 2 drops from 5. And that's a startling difference. So you know what? I've got one more pair of them left. Let's see how they look with a single drop from hole number 6. Let's do PETG first. And let's take a close look at it and let's see what we have. I don't see any cracks. There's no lines around it other than the one right where the chamfer ended right there. That's the only thing I'm seeing, and that's not a crack. All right, here we go. Hole number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'll measure this and tell you how long a drop that is. Let me hook the cord out of the way. There we go. That's going to be a 22.5-inch drop of that 23-ounce weight. On PETG, I knew I was going to do that. So 20, I don't even remember now. Here we go. I didn't see any damage to that at all. Let's take a look at that. That is PETG, and I don't see any damage to that at all. PCTG, we're going to do the exact same thing. Hole number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to hook the cord out of the way before I forget to do it. Count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because I want to be fair. And here we go. That's cracked all the way around the top. I hope you can see it, but all the way around the top there's a crack. I forgot to show it to you ahead of time. You have to take my word for it. That crack all the way around the top was not there. Let's give them each one more at hole number 6 and see what they do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. That's the PETG. I took a second drop from hole number 6 and it still is not cracked or damaged that I can see. Top still seems nice and flat as well. And I already know this is going to blow this one out. I've done this enough to know when one's about to be blown out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. Got your safety glasses on? Oh, it didn't break it through. I'll be darned. Okay, here's the PCTG on the left, and you can see that crackage all the way around the top. And here's the PETG where I still can't see any damage at all. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hanging the cord up on that hook lets it drop smoothly and freely, and just make sure the knot doesn't get caught on the edge of the. You can see it up there. It's just a cup hook. It lets the cord drop through it, and without making sure the knot doesn't get caught in the edge of the PVC pipe. Here we go. I'm going to zoom you in a bit for these last ones. So what did I say this was? This is PCTG from hole number 6. Survived it. Definitely got more cracks in it. Here is the PETG from hole number 6 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is this? Drop number 3? Drop number 3. Here we go. I still don't see any damage. I still don't see, oops, I got to zoom back out, sorry. Zoom out. I still don't see any damage to the PETG part at all. PCTG on the left, PETG on the right. Let's go up a notch. Let's go to hole 7. This is PCTG I'm putting in first. Let's go to hole number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the top hole. And this drop is going to be, let me measure it for you. This will be drop number 4, and it's from 25.5 inches with a 23 ounce weight. Here we go. Right smack through it. I knew that crack around the edge was going to bust sooner or later. I'm actually surprised it didn't break the time before that. Oops, sorry. PCTG. Broken through. Let's try the same drop with the PETG. Alright, and we are going to go to hole 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here we go. PETG. Alright, I think that's fairly conclusive. I am now seeing some minor, let me zoom, sorry about that. I always zoom the wrong way, don't I? I think I'm inclined to do that for some reason. I'm still not seeing much in the way of damage to that PETG. Maybe the slightest little bit of deformity at the top. But, oops, sorry. But as you can see from that reflection, it's still pretty darn flat. And of course, here is the final PCTG part. So let me get all the PCTG parts. Here's all the PCTG parts, and these went through pretty much the same beating. There we go. PCTG. All 3 of these are the PCTG. These are all the PCTG pieces. Here are the PETG pieces. I only had 1 breakthrough on the PETG. This is the only breakthrough I had on the PETG. And these other ones, I got a crack around the rim here, and this one still shows no damage at all, that last one. So there you have it. I just threw another one across the garage. I am dropping everything today. It's only because my back is barking. You ever notice that when your back barks, you drop everything? So there you have it. Is PCTG really more impact resistant than PETG? Not in this test, it's not. And I will put a link up above to my full playlist of my impact testing. You guys can go back to the beginning of all this if you're gluttons for punishment. And please like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.